All right,
But
so Ryan, it's really a pleasure to have you here.
Definitely.
Ryan, for those who don't know him, is one of the greatest thinkers today on Israel politics, on geopolitics in general, and particularly on military interventions. Currently, Ryan, what is the situation with you? I think that you've been the victim of many instances of censorship.
yeah, I wasn't the only one. But on the weekend of the 3rd and 4th, when AIPAC was meeting in Washington, several anti-war, anti-Zionist sites were Israeled or taken down. If America Knew was taken down. They were gone only for 5 days though, and they've managed to restore their account. So I'll be talking with them to see if there's any way I can do that, because I just lost 12 years worth of videos. And
What?
maybe I had 3 years backed up, but not everything. I just didn't have enough space. So I'm in the process of trying to collect my work from people who copied it or saved it or by chance, whatever. So that's a big headache. But
Oh,
yeah, it's what they didn't really give me a reason, but I've been on for 12 years since 2006, and then they showed my channel in the course of a weekend, which happened to be when I was in the US. You guys remember I postponed coming on here because I was going to the anti-APAC conference. I said, yeah, when I get back, we can do this. And then, I had all this on my plate. So they erased my channel. They
was
locked me out of
strikes?
Gmail.
Was it
They
strikes
gave
or
me,
was it just someone in particular?
they just gave me 3 strikes real quick in 2 days. On
Oh,
videos like they were like 10 years old, 5
like
years
for
old, and I
what?
don't
For
know
what?
the third one.
But what was the strikes? Like bullying and harassment, or
Didn't say, just
didn't
said
say?
guidelines. Yep. It had to
Oh,
be bullying and harassment because I don't do any violent or sexual content. So
mhm.
anything can be bullying.
It's
One
true.
of them I was one was a 9/11 video, which there's a zillion of online. They don't seem to mind. They don't mind the kooky ones that get into just nonsense land, but if you're grounded, then they'll come after you. One, I was defending the victims of Sandy Hook because the Alex Jonesers are all out there saying no one died, it's all fake and stuff. So apparently I'm bullying the bullies. So that was a strike. I don't know what the other
Wow.
one even was
Yeah,
because
that's
they
weird because
terminated my
you've been
account.
known essentially to combat conspiracy theories that are poorly grounded in fact, right?
Yeah, I mean, conspiracy theories happen, but there's a fine line between the completely paranoid and the completely naive, right? The completely naive don't think that a conspiracy ever happens. And I'll say, how about Iran-Contra? How about, known conspiracies that have already had convictions, plenty with the mafia, etc. Uh, but then on the other side, you have people who think they're earthquake machines and microwaving dollar bills and doing the kind of stuff. And mostly it's from this one fat walrus in Texas who for him everything's a conspiracy, and that actually discredits actual conspiracies. If you want to
You're not a
research
big fan.
JFK or something, you can't. You have to basically prove you're not one of these paranoid people that believes in aliens and holograms or whatever.
You are a big fan of Alex Jones, I presume.
I can't stand him.
You can't, no. You think he's just full
Personally,
of
I
shit?
love Alex Jones. I know he's not perfect, and I don't like it when he brings out false facts and conspiracy theories that are not well grounded. I think he makes up stuff too, but I think he got better throughout the years. I think he's reformulating his stuff to be more mainstream, and at least as an entertainer, he's one of the best.
As an entertainer, it's fun. He's kind of like the televangelist of the conspiracy movement. It's you have a televangelist can make a lot of money and has a big audience, but they're selling bullshit and fear. And he is
Yeah.
Captain Fear Porn. I don't like him because he's a hardline Zionist and he distracts things. When we're trying to talk about the war in Iraq, we're trying to talk about the anthrax attack, we're trying to talk about Syria, and he'll get up there and and take it into crazy land so fast. And it's fine if you want to watch that and laugh at it and be entertained by it, but uh, it's very hard for guys like me who want to talk about things seriously. And we got the guy selling nuke alerts and water filters and things and saying the frogs are going to be gay. And, he's a headache to me.
Oh yeah, on two questions, on the question of Israel and on the question of race, he's essentially admitting that he will not engage seriously on these subjects. He's essentially switched off his brain on these subjects, and
Really?
that's very sad.
When did he say this?
Well, for example, he once said you can search a video out there where he talks about race realism. He says essentially, I don't care if America would become 100% black tomorrow, as long as these black people would carry the culture of American values. So
You said that?
that's essentially an admission that he doesn't care about genetic replacement, and unfortunately, the question of genetic replacement cannot be isolated in such a way from culture. You would have different culture based on who you invite in your country and what your country becomes. Now, I'm very excited to get with Ryan on the question of our previous episode with Alze. However, before we talk
Yeah,
about,
Jeff,
yep,
Jared Vance threw $5 to say, JF, if you say Halsey's voice in the echo all stream, I'll send you $30 via super chat.
$30. I'm such a prostitute that I will do it. What should I say? Just Alzi?
Every time you say Halsey, at
Oh,
any point.
well, it's technically impossible, but I will just say it once. All right, we're gonna very soon talk about Alzi.